John will walk you through the medical, and then if you guys come see me in the top left, we're the infantry. So this was our most prized possession, okay? More so than our diary and our Bible and everything else.
And they actually showed us how the guns work and everything, how you gotta use the stuff properly, and how people or soldiers used that back then. That actually got my attention. I took pictures, videos, and everything, and it was something significant.
The assistant surgeon would hand me a scalpel.
The purpose is to connect what we've studied in class to the actual battlefield.
I'd have a bed, one officer to the tent. They might use a wall tent like this.
I don't have a sidearm. That's what I got. And a bayonet.
Seeing the JROTC cadets has been an opportunity for me to see what it would be like to bring students here. I know they've been discussing the different battles, so it's an opportunity for them to visualize. This is interesting in the fact that I can actually see the grounds and the different places that I've been learning about as a student in Kutztown, and it's also given me a visual for what I'm going to need if I ever do get to teach students about Civil War history.
Each individual soldier's experience, how is it that we can understand it? There are lots of ways: early photos, early maps, early accounts, newspapers, books, and everything like that. Official reports, of course, but the battlefield itself, linked with what people said, wrote, and erected upon it, is a real key thing in understanding this fight.
Well, now we really understand what the soldiers, like how much they had to walk and how like the weather was and all the stuff they needed, like water.
There are well over 1,000 monuments, markers, and tablets on the battlefield. We rarely give an exact number because simply we do not know, and we argue about what a monument, marker, or tablet is. But for the most part, the monuments we're passing today are monuments represented to individual regiments or artillery batteries. The average size of a regiment at Gettysburg for the Northern Army is about 300 men.
I'm excited that they are actually connecting and learning from college students and our National Park Service Rangers.
All the views, I think it's pretty great. You know, you see all the landscape, you see where the battlefield, where everything is at from our current view right now as well. It's an amazing experience overall.
There are about 30 individual farmhouses, I guess, and farms that are incorporated into the park, but we're pretty much walking through, private property at the time of the Civil War. On July 2nd, this area, Cemetery Ridge, was supposed to be occupied by the 3rd Army Corps under the command of Daniel Edgar Sickles.
I think it's very interesting, and I like how it was preserved, and because I can see how it was for the soldiers who were fighting here.
We not only have pictures taken at Devil's Den right after the battle, and I mean July of 1863, but you also have some of the only photos taken here of the dead at Gettysburg.
So far, everything's been really amazing. Touring the battle, it gives you a realization of everything that America has been through, and the fact that we prospered through all of it. It's mind-blowing, it's inspiring.
The Sherfy Rose Farm tract, let's say during the battle, somewhere around 19,000 Americans crossed this area. And there were something like 9,000 of the 50,000 casualties of the battle on this one tract of land.
It's really interesting, the picture, where people were fighting during the battle at this time, and you're actually standing where people were fighting and dying for what they believed in.
Here we are on Cemetery Hill, and I guess the first thing that I always like to point out is Cemetery Hill is part of the battlefield.
I think in seeing JROTC from Fort Worth, coming out, it's not only a great sign for the future that kids are interested, or adults are interested in sharing their passion, with these kids. So that, because I know that when you get them out to a place, they have a better chance of having a great experience, one they'll never forget. It could be that some of these kids here today, if they're really enjoying it and they say, aha, now I understand this thing I've learned about, now I get it.
3 more guns up here. They captured the summit of East Cemetery Hill. If the Union permanently loses Cemetery Hill, there is no more important hill at Gettysburg than this.
Your instructors talked to you guys, had you guys do your own research, put your slides together. You received the presentation from a professor, so you had that audio. you had visual, but you actually had the walking in the ground today. So you got all 3 different phases. And some of you guys, I know, are that touchy-feely, so I know it played a big role for you guys to actually be out there at the battlefield.
It's a great opportunity to actually, physically walk the battlefield, while other students can only say that they've learned about it in the textbooks. I can say that I've actually been there.
You guys talk about how going to the battlefield and seeing how the layout of the land helps you learn. And that's so important to me as a teacher because that explains to me how to present my information to you guys.